Alright. So, I'm gonna go over every fucking smoke that I know on Viper to this current point. Or at least every useful smoke, at least, that I can conceive. I've spent a lot of time finding these, so I'm just gonna get them documented and move on. So we're gonna start with, I'm gonna do every single map. There's only like 15 smokes anyway, total, because the maps are kind of condensed compared to like CSGO or whatever. So it shouldn't take too long.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, so for B, if you're an attacker, so there's two things. One, there's not many defender smokes. In fact, I actually don't think there's any defender smokes, to be honest. I'll remember them if I come to them, but the thing is, you don't need to really throw smokes from such a way that you need to block their vision so you can play into them like you do on T, so it's not super duper useful. So for this, we're gonna start with B, because there's 4 of them you can smoke. You can perfectly smoke Heaven, you can smoke CT, back of sight, and right here. That's really all you'll ever need to do anyway, and everything else you could lab on your own pretty simply. So for Heaven, just stand around this area. You have pretty good leeway. Doesn't matter. Just stand around here. You line your crosshair up the side of this thing, maybe a little under it. Fucking throw it. Lands on top of Heaven. I missed. No, I didn't. Cool. It should actually land better than that. I just missed. So pull down a little bit, and it'll land right here like every single time. You know, smoke off Heaven. It's pretty valuable. It's not supposed to be this hole here, but even then the hole's up here. So the only way you can see anything is if they jump peek you, and you're gonna see that shit. So you're pretty much free. Next one, hop, hop. Next one is going to be that front of sight. So right here, the way you do this is the same way you're gonna get the back of the sight. You just need to stand like kind of over here. Like honestly, I think the easiest way to line it up if you really want to be precise is the edge of this sheet metal, just fucking somewhere over there. And you just look in between these 2 wires and at the side of this building, and you throw the grenade perfectly right there, and it's going to bounce. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm not doing a retake and I'm not editing this. But, it's going to 9 times out of 10. Yeah, it's not even luck. I'm sorry. It's just I missed. Stand right here. Look up. You just fucking throw this bitch. And it's supposed to bounce off the telephone pole. What's going on with me? Well, okay, I'm not gonna redo it. It's gonna bounce off the telephone pole and it's gonna land right around here.
30 seconds left.
Do it one more time. Do it one more time for demonstration purposes. Hopefully I get it. If not, you can just practice it. It's like a pretty general idea. I'm gonna stand at the edge of this fucking thing, like over here. Go up one. Hope this one works. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. It's supposed to fucking bounce off of this telephone wire and land right here. There we go. Back of sight is the exact same angle, except you're just trying to not get it to bounce. So, all you're gonna do is either walk back more or forward more based on how far deep you want that smoke, and it's the exact same peaking angle. Oh my gosh. Okay. The more forward you go, the more it bounces. Figured it out. Lol. So if you walk backwards, it goes to the back of the site. So if you sit over here, you're gonna get to the back of the site pretty easily. Again, the same angle. Dude, what the fuck is going on with me? You can like 1.5 times this or some shit if you don't want to see this. Oh, you know what? Or you could just walk over here, sidestep it a little bit. That way it cruises over it. Yeah, there you go. That way it cruises over it. There you go. You're supposed to off the back of the site. And if you actually think somebody's here, you can spray through it, but they can't see you. Last one, CT. CT's the easiest one, by and large. So CT, all you're gonna do is stand in a way where you want to see like a little bit of this thing. You see like that one black pixel or whatever. As long as you can see that, you're good. You just want to make your crosshair kind of outline it, like hug it, kind of dealio, so that the top and the bottom part are hugging it. Yeah. And you're gonna smoke off CT.
Poison orb.
There's all the smokes for B.
Poison's off.
Really useful. I can't think of anything else. If you fuck up your heaven smoke, you can make it land down here if you really want to, but I don't see why you'd want to do that. I'm gonna try to get the mid smoke, but every time I've done it recently, I just fucking throw. So you look up here. I don't really know where you stand. I haven't perfected it. You just stand somewhere here. I usually just feel it out. This feels pretty accurate. I'm gonna line it up like this, where all this shit meets. Throw it. And I should just cruise over and land in mid. Okay, I got stuck. We're gonna do it again.
30 seconds left.
We will hurt them.
Okay. I really need to make it so I can get my grenade back when I mess it up, so I don't have to restart everything over and over again. We're gonna stand here. We're gonna look up. I'll fucking throw it. Please don't get stuck. Fuck me, man.
30 seconds left.
My
One more time, and if I can't get it, then you can experiment until you can get it. The general idea to give somebody direction is all that this is for. Stand forward more, maybe. Or let's do it over here, and let's look up at this little fucking peak. This angle seems favorable. Coolio. I'm not gonna pop it, you get the point. Okay, so the only curtain I really need to show anybody is the following, and it should give you a general idea of how curtains work, and then you really don't need curtains explained to you. You can go over fucking everything, so if you look at your map, right, you see where this goes. You can use this on many maps to just cut shit in half. From mid, you can use it like from here and cut off all of A. You need to like experiment though, but the only weird one that I really know of is right here, because if you look up, it gets cut short. And if you you want to angle it like this, and you want to make that blue line kind of touch that wall on the map. That. So when you pop it, you fucking cover this shit. You cover fucking heaven. It's easy fucking clap.
Toxin screen down.
Every pretty useful smoke I know is kind of out of date because I just curtain it every time I want to do anything now. If you really want to smoke that little heaven peeking entrance, you line your crosshair up with a K, then you go left aim at that little black thing, and it's gonna bounce into heaven.
Poison orb emitting.
Done. You can smoke CT. That one's still useful. You can smoke CT from here. I believe. What I do is I stand like right here, and we'll stand over here. And we're gonna look here, and we're gonna count 4 beams of light. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do it here. 3, 2.5 actually. We're gonna go forward a little bit. Hopefully it'll bounce into CT. Nope, I missed it. Whatever. CT is a weird one. I'll try it one more time. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Here we go. We're just gonna look straight up from here. Please, please, please. Whatever got stuck. I'm not doing it again.
30
You can
seconds
experiment
left.
for CT. I remember it, but I'm tired and lazy, and I don't want to retake this. So I've spent the last like 15 hours of over 2 days just looking for smokes. Credits to some guy who made a video called Smokes Split Edition. Seems like something 777 on YouTube. You can look it up if you want. He found this curtain. He found a couple of smokes too, but for the most part I think I found the majority of useful ones. You can kind of smoke here if you aim at this. You can smoke heaven if you aim at this blue line when your crosshair is down from here, if you're standing like the first or second step or something. Or it'll just bounce off if I missed. But that's a good, that's a really useful one if you don't want to use your curtain.
Poison's off.
I really don't see a reason not to use your curtain, because if you want to learn the CT smoke, you can cover literally everything. You can also hit back of sight if you... The issue is you want to play fast, though, most of the time when you're doing that shit. And you don't want to spend a million years lining up all this shit. So you're just going to curtain it off and go. If you really want to, you can curtain it off, and while you're running, just fucking throw this, and you can get the back of sight. like into this little cubby here or some shit. I missed, whatever, you get the point. I think that's just about every single smoke that's really useful on this map. Mid. B. A. Yep. I can't do it anymore off the top of my head. And I don't give the... It's pretty good. There's probably one more I'm forgetting that I use all the time and I'm just not thinking about it. Next one's bind. This one's got a lot of weird ones that are really fucking hard and annoying. Like the hookah smoke. That one's really fucking hard, and I don't really have a good indicator. I can give you the general guidelines and then practice it, and even then, even when I do it, it's not super consistent. If somebody else finds a really good way to consistently smoke off hookah, fucking tell me or some shit. Goes fuck hookah. You go here. You fucking this bullet hole. You can use this rock somewhere around this bullet hole. Kind of line it across here up like this. You're gonna go like this. Actually, you know what? So here's how I line this up. This thing needs to kind of form a U over this. Like these two things need to be touching here. That's how I know I kind of have a good angle. And I just look straight up, and I just kind of guess. I genuinely guessed that one, and I fucked it up.
30 seconds left.
Who to smother first?
I'm gonna try to get this one though. I don't want to try too many times because it'll fuck up the pace of the video. But so what that's gonna do is it's gonna smoke the back left of hookah because there's a skylight in hookah. And I hope that's it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so what this is gonna do is it's gonna smoke the entirety of back of hookah for you. So that if you want to go, oh my gosh. Well, I fucked it up. It's supposed to land back here, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna land back here 99% of the time if you practice it. I just looked a little bit too high because the skylight's huge. You want to try to get it to land over here, and it'll cover all this shit. And you can just like walk forward, see this, and then shoot, and not have to worry about anything over here. Practice that one. That's generally like a good outline on how you do it. You can see it's clearly possible. You just need to fine tune it, line it up however you need to line it up. There's a couple of B smokes, but I haven't practiced them because I've been trying to think about the hookah one so much. I know there's something you can do here to smoke off garden from like over here. I can't remember what I did for it though. I know it's safe too. We're just gonna try it. I think I lined it up with this purple thing and I just sent it over it. Nope, that wasn't it. Maybe I stood on top of the fountain and did that. I can't really remember. We'll stand right here once it comes back up, because there's holes all over the top of garden. We're gonna kind of take our crosshair, line the right of it up over here, throw it over. Nope, that's still not high enough. Okay. I don't know. I know there's a way you can smoke off garden from here. I think it's something like this. I've done it like 3 times and I just completely forgot it. Gosh damn it. I'll try it one more time. As long as you get it over, it goes in, I'm pretty sure. An easy way you can line up stuff,
On my way.
since I'll do it now, is here. So here's garden. I mark it on my map and I just look straight up from that. Fuck it, I'll look really high and I'll jump throw it. Jump throwing it changes the altitude of it a lot. And thing we'll see a lot later. You know what, that's a good smoke. That smokes off fucking the elbow kind of. Gives you an easier way to peek. Let's get an entry frag. It's just, there's a couple of things you can do. Like if you get long control, I'm sure you can smoke the entirety of this site from right here, but it's predicate on long control. I bet you could actually smoke the entirety of the site from the inside of hookah as well, because of that window, as long as you've tried it. I bet money that you can do it. The issue is you could die from peeking CT, but I mean, I bet it's really not probably too difficult.
Poison orb
Yeah,
emitting.
so
Poison's
I've
off.
never done that before. That was first try. It's yeah. And let's go on to A. You know what? I'll show two curtains. So there's a cool curtain you can do here. It's a little useful. I do it like this sometimes when I'm feeling like a lazy piece of shit. Cuts the sight in half. It's pretty useful. Blocks off U-Hauls, like aggressive peek angles, so you can kind of get control of it. You can do it the other way too. This way works pretty well. Like when you want to do it like this, lets you kind of sneak into the fucking teleporter. It's your grubby. Is that about everything? You can smoke off U-Haul too. I'm pretty sure from like back here, like this, or elbow or whatever it's called, connector maybe. I bet that's how I do it. No, it bounced off. Whatever. Please come down so I can grab you. I'm sure it's possible. I just don't want to find it right now because I'm just trying to speed through it. I'm sure 99% of these are possible after having experimented enough with this thing. Any angle is smokable from in this game. Okay, this one, I saw somebody else make a Viper guide, and I really disliked it. Like, he tried his best, but like, a lot of the smokes are just not fleshed out or explained very well. So this one in particular smokes off heaven every single time from where you are standing. It really, you have a lot more leeway than this guy let you on to believe. You can kind of do it as long as these things are lined up pretty closely, and you just literally look at this red light and you throw it. It'll... Oh my gosh, that's the only time I've ever messed that up. I've never messed that up before.
30 seconds left.
It's because I was being mean to the guy who actually just tried to get information out there. That's why. But, no. It's really, really hard to mess up. That's really funny. It'll always land perfectly on top of heaven every single time. But, like, what I do is I just make sure that, like, these things are lined up like this. I just throw it. I actually don't line it up too perfectly or anything. I don't think about where I stand. I just do that. And you smoke off heaven. You can also smoke off CT and U-Haul perfectly every, like, guaranteed 100% of the time. Do this. All you do is find this little wet tile here. Granted, you need shower control to do this one, or you're crazy. Or you can learn to do it fast, but, so you stand on right here, exactly, in the middle of this wet tile, and you see this fucking star thing? Right here. And this, you take your crosshair, and you make this, like, right angle, kind of more triangles out of it, sort of dealio. You just throw it, and it'll land in a way that smokes off CT and U-Haul. And elbow. This is probably the most useful one outside of the heaven one. You can smoke off here as well. I haven't really fucked around with it too much. I'll give her a go. I actually am quite confident it's possible. I just don't really know how.
Here.
I did not mean to throw that. So it'll be from here. I'll shoot it so I don't have to do this all again. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna just guess and say, okay, so I can see this. I'm gonna line it up like this. I don't know where the fuck I'm standing. We're standing on this thing. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the right a little bit because I feel like I need to. I'm gonna look like right here. Nah, we're gonna look right here. Take our crosshair, line it up at the bottom of this triangle. That bounces it out. If I looked up a little bit, I bet I had it.
30 seconds left.
We're gonna try one more time, then we're going to the next map because I think that's probably a good smoke too. Playing showers is pretty easy when you're a Viper. The Fran says, oh, always smoke out and try to get this ulti orb. I don't really think that's useful. I think that's really fucking retarded. But, you know, the Fran's better than me at this game. So you should probably listen to Fran. There you go. There's a U-Haul and sight smoke. If you walk forward more and look up a little bit more, I'm sure you get right here. All entirely. Next map, because I think that's everything here. Oh wait, no, there's one more curtain. You can hold B, but people usually hold more aggressive angles than this. This will get the entrance to garden, and it actually for some reason is bugged, and it cuts straight through hookah. Even though there's no skylight here, it literally will just land in hookah. I genuinely have no idea why it does this. It's not supposed to, it just does. Unless the devs intended it to be that way. I don't know. Not a dev. Last map's Haven. This one's kind of cool. So...
No one can hold their breath forever.
Again, most, I don't know, every smoke that's really useful except for one of them is going to be on attacker side. The most useful one is a mid smoke.
Bodies decompose after 12 hours in acid. There's no reason I know that.
It makes you a little bit safer, but you can also just be retarded and cheats on
My ultimate is ready.
end game phase. Okay, so you could smoke here pretty safely from like over there or something. But I'm kind of retarded, and what I always do is I just, as soon as the round starts, literally will just do this, and I'll just fucking throw it and duck away. And you just use it, and it's huge, so it doesn't really matter how accurate you throw it. I don't really feel the need to like do anything else, because even if they go as fast as they can, as long as you click and move, they're not going to peek you. You can smoke off long from here. If you stand like around here, and ping this, so it's over here. You need to stand over here actually. You need to be on the right side of this thing. You always want to aim right side of this. Look a little bit under this. Throw it. If I did it right, it won't get stuck. Well, that's one of them, but that's not the actual one I was going for. You can aggressively smoke it and get right here. It just bounced off of this thing, which was a little funny. So that's one smoke. Let's see if I can get the other one. Let's stand back a little bit more. Damn it.
30 seconds left.
But the point of this is it smokes deep long.
$30 seconds left.
Okay, I guess I just have to stand to the right more. The point is it smokes like literally right here. And it's really impossible to get peeked when that whole fucking thing is smoked off. Oh my fucking word, dude.
30
How
seconds
am I messing this up so bad?
I have the spike. Make them
This
big.
is sad and embarrassing. Whatever. Okay, I'll try it one more time and then I'm not
30
doing this
seconds
anymore.
left.
You could practice it if you want. It's roughly that angle. Watch DeFran's video if you want to know it perfectly. I never use this that much. There you go. I fucked it up actually. Whatever. What the fuck happened? It's in the wall.
30 seconds left.
I'll choke their sight.
Okay.
I have the spike.
I'm trying it one more time because I don't want to give up on this. I'm going to assume I stand over here more. Or you know what, we're gonna stand somewhere over here and I'm gonna aim right under this lamp. Just to be sure I line it up properly. There we go. Okay, I actually did it. Yeah, so if I aim to the left a little more, it actually covers this whole thing. Just so you know it's possible though. What the fuck? You can smoke off heaven from right here. You stand like roughly around this area. I guess. I don't know. I usually just feel this one out. I stand somewhere like here. Outline the light bulb with your crosshair. That should smoke heaven.
Poison orb emitting.
With the bottom right hand side of your crosshair rather is what you're outlining the light bulb with.
Poison's off.
That's a good heaven smoke. You can smoke off short too from like T-spawn. I'm not super good at this one. Unfortunately. I think I stand on this pot. I look like around here. Just fucking throw it. Hopefully that'll land. Probably won't. Nope. But it's clearly possible. It's like so close. It's clearly possible. You can smoke right here.
30 seconds left.
Try one more time. Last one's gonna be C. I just really don't want to waste time throwing smokes over and over again and like fucking them up. And it's just a lot of information to go over, and you're gonna have to practice these anyway. You're not just gonna be able to know and do it perfectly. Alright, well, whatever.
30 seconds left.
You get the point. You can clearly smoke off this part of A. You can smoke off here. You can smoke off like practically everywhere. Like honestly, just experiment. Everything is smokable from any point. Is like, as long as you practice this and understand it, like you can probably. I've been practicing this for a little bit. I don't know how to do it, but I'm guaranteed sure if you run and jump at the same time, you can smoke off heaven from here. I just don't know the angle. Like, you can smoke off heaven from T-spawn. Like, that shit goes fucking really far. Just gotta have patience and practice it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in. My dog's freaking out. And you jump, and when your crosshair gets to this like lip of the roof here is when you throw this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even do it on the 6th one. You have this much leeway. On either of these, you can do it like from here to here. What that's gonna do is it's gonna smoke this box.
Poison orb emitting.
So boom, box smoked. You could probably fucking smoke everywhere on here too. I bet I could smoke here. In fact, let's try to find one live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. So, where is it? It's right here.
Here.
So if I had to jump for that one, I'll probably have to jump for this one, because it's got to go over a lot of shit. Well, you know what? We just found a CT smoke, so boom. You can smoke CT from over there. Cool. Like I said, like, this character's pretty fucking cool. Just gotta be willing to grind that shit out. You can smoke window from, right here?
Here.
Or, sorry, over here?
Here.
Whatever. Here. I'm just pinging it poorly. You can smoke window from right here. It's probably gonna land on the roof. Yeah, it's more to the right.
30 seconds left.
That one's easy too. I can't believe I messed that one up. I'm just going fast, I guess. This is still a 30-minute video, because there's a lot of smokes. Oh my fucking word.
30 seconds left.
Remember, nobody's a hero when they're crying for air.
There you go.
Orb emitting.
It's like, I'm really just feeling it out. To give like the best comprehensible guide about curtains I can, it's really just like, get creative. When you're sieging a site, you can cut it in half, which is useful. You can stay B on this map and look A, and you can stay B and you can throw your curtain here. You can like do so much stuff with it. Like for instance, I just want to encourage people to find more cool smokes, because I'm kind of like drained of creative energy finding smokes. I found the majority of ones I feel are really, really generally useful. Like, if I want to siege, all you do is fucking some shit like this. And like, boom. Now I wait for this to fucking go.
Toxins going up.
Cool. Wow, look, they can't see anything. Like, every position is now fucked. There you go. There's the Viper.
Toxin screen
Just get creative. Remember, it's still a shooting game, so no matter how perfectly you use your spells. Oh, you know what? A little tip, I guess, with our ulti. Abuse the fact that you don't need to sit in it 100% of the time. So when you try to use it, you want to look for spots where you can do stuff like this. Like, try it. If you're running around on maps, just try to find spots where you can duck in and out of it. And
my ultimate is ready.
Or whatever. Like, you want to duck in and out of it, because they're going to run in, they're going to look for you, and it's going to fucking hurt them a lot, because that spell is the only spell that you actually have that does any damage. This does 3 damage a second, and no one's going to stand it for more than 2 seconds. So at most, this does 6 damage and slows them for not at all. You're not slow. It's not a slow. It's fake.
Toxins going up.
And this does decay damage. In case you didn't read the spells, all it means is it does temporary damage, so as soon as they leave it, they get all their health back. So ignore the damage on everything but her ulti. None of it's relevant. In fact, I really don't buy snake bites ever because they cost 100 each, and I'd rather just save $200 every round. Because they don't fucking do anything. They're at best a mental game. That's it. 30 minutes. That's fucking everything to Viper that I know of so far, and we're like a week into the fucking closed beta or some shit, or 2 weeks in, but there's only 3 maps, so. But every fucking Viper guide I found has been largely unhelpful except for the Franz and one guy who just made a bunch of like smokes on Split, which inspired me to find a bunch more. So I recommend watching those if you still feel like you need a better understanding of the character. The Franz guide's probably more in depth. These are just generally all the smokes and kind of a guide on how to use curtains.
Toxin screen down.
That's it. Okay.